On the 31st of January, Sony did its first State of Play of the year, and it was a big one, with 45 minutes of duration. So let's review it and I'll give my thoughts on it. Sony opened the presentation with a reminder for Helldivers 2, which is fine considering that the game is about to launch, so a reminder trailer is always worth it. Stellar Blade was the first big showing, explaining the story, introducing the characters, showcasing side quests, demonstrating rest camps, and closed with the review date of April 26. When it was first revealed, I thought that Stellar Blade would be a more straightforward action game with lots of cosmetics, but now, after the RPG mechanics shown, it seems closer to Nier Automata than to Bayonetta. It was a very good trailer for Stellar Blade. The title leaked one day before, but Sonic Cross Shadow Generations was a nice reveal. It was a good trailer that focused on the new Shadow stages and is slated for autumn of this year. I played a lot of Generations back then, and I intended to play it again when it releases. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Anyone mocking foam stars with Splatoon is forgetting that Nintendo ain't releasing Splatoon in other platforms, so the paint shooter niche is completely open. And more power to Square Enix if they succeed. The trailer featured maps, new characters, and the overall party vibe of the game, and reminded that it releases on February 6. Two games announced their PS5 releases. Dave the Diver is coming in April, with a Godzilla collaboration in May, and V-Rising is coming this year. Silent Hill had two trailers. First was the review of Silent Hill, The Short Message, a free-to-play small Silent Hill game very reminiscent of PT, which is out right now, and a second one for Silent Hill 2 focusing on combat, which I'm not sure if it was the best way to show it, since the shoulder camera combined with James' resemblance to Leon made it look too much like RE4. Judas, the game that Ken Levine is working on, shows some gameplay, and it looks just like Bioshock, which is not a bad thing. And some of the scenes in the trailer also gave a heavy simulation vibe, with things not looking what they are. Also very Bioshock. I'm still very skeptical of this game. Anyone keeping with it knows of its development hell, and for all Ken Levine talk about innovating in this game, it looks just like Bioshock. PSVR 2 also had two games announced. Metro Awakening, which I'm not sure if Metro fans wanted it, and Legendary Tales, which looked fun. Dragon's Dogma 2 also had a new trailer, talking about some of the story of the game. Capcom is ramping the marketing for it, so expect Dragon's Dogma 2 to show up in whatever event or showcase happening until its release. Rise of the Ronin also had a trailer going through its mechanics and setting, but it focused more on gameplay, from the grappling and gliding to horse riding. But the bigger focus was combat, showing stance changes and stance break mechanics, and showcasing different types of weapons the player will be able to use during the game. It was also a very good trailer. Until Dawn is getting a remake for PC and PS5. I won't be surprised if the release is timed with the movie. Death Stranding 2 had a 9-minute trailer, and in usual Kojima fashion, it left with more questions than answers. The three things that caught my attention the most were the new environmental mechanics, with rock slides and floods, the weird puppet now accompanying Sam, and the new tools you have. Right afterwards, Herman Hulst brought Kojima to announce they are working on a new action espionage game, written in all caps, which is in itself a good move, since Konami doesn't seem interested in Metal Gear besides the Delta remake. But the announcement fell on its face when Kojima said that they will start working on the game after Death Stranding 2 is done, meaning 2025. On the plus side, this is the first PlayStation 6 game. The final quote announcement was that there's going to be an FF7 focused state of play on February 6. Hooray for announcements of the next announcements.
Look at Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Overall, it was a good presentation. I don't think any game came out worse after this state of play. In my opinion, Stellar Blade and Rise of the Ronin were the biggest winners of the night, since they managed to explain very well various aspects of their games. The only downer in my opinion was the action espionage game, Fizzint, which is great, but won't release until 2029 at best. These were my thoughts on the State of Play presentation. If you want to add something to what I said, leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you around.